on the road for this unboxing, so I don't have the usual knife for the cold open bit. So it's in the box. What's in the box? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of What's in the Box here on That Range Life, a channel sometimes about golf on YouTube. My name is Bill Bush from DriveRangeHeroes.com, at Range Heroes, on all of your favorite social media platforms. All right, so I was on my way out the door for some time out of state with the family, and right as we were leaving, FedEx dropped off a box on my doorstep, and I said, you know what? Let's just grab it, take it with me, and I can I'll record this and maybe even put it in play on my trip. And so that's what you get. We're unboxing this right here today on the road, and let's see what we got. So I'm just gonna say it. I suppose I could go dig around and see if I can find replacement blades, but this is the dullest box cutter or razor blade you could ask for this. Okay, something from Evenroll, the Zero head cover. So I have an idea of it, but look at that. That's a center shaft. Pop it off. Oh, okay. This right here is the new static electricity from that plastic Evnroll Zero Torque Z1. Of course, I have the black on black on my shirt. Z1cs putter. All right. So new this summer, Evenroll has added three. I had to think about this. Say two. Three new models to their Zero Torque lineup, including this center shaft version of the Zero Z1, which we, I believe, did another unboxing for. I'll have to go back and put the card in up here. And then the Z5 Hatchback, which is like a heel shafted with the reverse plumber's neck fang, traditional fang shaped mallet, and then the same thing, a Z5 center shaft version of that. So those are the three new models they added to this lineup. Obviously, Zero Torque putters have been taking the world by storm and all the rage for a lot of good reasons. They're designed to have a high MOI, which means the putter is going to resist twisting at impact and around the ball. And then the Zero Torque design will also help that, making it a really stable with zero twist. Wants to stay nice and straight through, so making you a little more consistent in your putting. The Zero Z1 was really popular, and it had that reverse plumber's neck that helped achieve that stability. And I think as these Zero Torque putter shafts have grown in popularity, a lot of people are liking that look of a center shaft putter, the look and feel of it. There's more demand for it. So people that initial Zero Z1 had a lot of success. People like the shape of it, so they are offering a center shaft version of it now like this. Now, what's interesting about this, and I'm going to have to figure out how it works, but this little spud here for the center shaft is supposed to be like an adjustable pin, so you can change the loft and lie of the putter in theory without having to get a whole different one made. Again, if you follow other competitors in this Zero Torque space, getting the right lie and lie angles and lofts and everything's crucial to really realizing the benefits of a Zero Torque putter. I would say this adjustable pin here, if it works, I have to figure out how it works looking at it. It's not like something where you just adjust a screw on the bottom and twist it. So we're going to have to figure that out. But that is a much more cost-efficient model than having to mill everything to spec and make a ton of adjustments on a case-by-case basis. And God forbid you get fit for one and it's not exactly right for you, and you're stuck with it at quite an investment. So that's the appeal of this center shaft that Evenroll is doing here, and I imagine is the same in the Z5 option as well. Like the original Zero Z1, you have the two long, full-length sight lines for alignment, and then the ball size zero hole right here. That all creates a nice sense of alignment and framing behind the ball. And yes, memory serves, you can pick up the golf ball with this. All right, that I don't care what anyone says. Being able to scoop a ball with your putter or do this is great. This worked in the Zero Z1, so I'm assuming it does in the center shaft as well. But that's a nice little feature. I don't care what anyone says. Is it necessary? Maybe not. I love it. I'm happy to have that in here. Additionally, like all Evenroll putters, you have the SweetFace technology. So basically, the idea here is um, these V-shaped grooves will help with a better energy transfer into the ball. So if you mishit it or don't catch the sweet spot exactly, you won't have as much speed loss, and you'll get more consistency in your feel and distances, and that'll help with control a lot. You'll also get better ball dispersion from these grooves, and they're a little bit longer than the sweet spot. So on mishits and what have you, where that might get the ball on a weird axis, these grooves will help make that a little bit better and keep that tighter. So you won't miss your line as bad in the sweet spot. It'll just be nice and pure with a great feel because of these grooves. Garen Reif, the founder of Evenroll, has quite the history of making grooves in a putter face work, so I would have no problem trusting in that, and it's felt great in every Evenroll putter I've used. Now, one of the things I think is interesting about this center shaft option and everything you're seeing with these zero torque center shaft putters, everyone's really into that whole shaft lean, so they're into the shaft going in at an angle like this, right, and having some press to it. There's none in this putter, all right? I'm not totally sure what the difference is, but they're saying with this straight in shaft, they're achieving the same zero torque principles, but it presents a little bit of a better view, unobstructed view of the putter face to the ball. So we'll see how that works in this. I've had decent success with, I'll say, um, other zero torque putters that do have press in that shaft lean in. I think it helps. So I'll see if that makes a difference when I get to testing this. The way that the zero torques achieve, the putter shaft enters the head at the center of gravity, and doing so essentially is what creates that zero torque and makes the putter not want to twist and stay true throughout the putting stroke. Additionally, you have these sole weights right here toward the extreme toe and heel, right underneath the face, so forwards in the club. This also helps with the balance and keeping, I'd say, keeping the mass wanting to move forward and in control in the face as opposed to maybe back toward the wings. I've seen both work, but in my experience with the Evenroll stuff, this has helped and kept very stable putter. And I kind of like in a putter that I'll call it that CG forward feeling with the weight being up here as opposed to back here. I'm not opposed to weight back here, but it's just something I've noticed and it's worked for me. And I'm sure there's a lot to be said about how that's the secret sauce to these zero putters. Stock, you can get these in 33 inches, 34 inches, 35 inches with custom options available as well through their website to get exactly where you need it to be. But they're also offering a 38-inch tour spec version. So for people who are playing a little more of a counterbalance feel, or maybe you're doing a little bit of arm lock or wrist lock, things like that, you can get this guy in 38-inch tour spec option as well. That tells me there was demand out on tour for something a little bit longer with a 17-inch grip. So that's interesting. It's not my style. I've tried to do the longer putter thing. It doesn't work for me, but you can get it, and I'm sure it'll be great. Putters start at $449, not cheap, but it's also a made in USA, high quality premium putter. I think when you look at the rest of the costs, the rest of the putter market and what things cost, it's a very reasonable price point and really what you should be expecting to pay to play in that arena. These grips, I didn't take the plastic off it, but I love this Evenroll grip. I've talked about it in unboxings and videos for them before, so that's nice. The head cover is pretty slick. Doesn't have the penguins on it though. I like the original Zero or the original Zero Z1 did have the penguins on it. I wish the penguins were on this guy. Okay, so there you have it. The Evenroll Zero Z1 center shaft putter, one of new 3 models introduced this summer. Really looking forward to seeing how this one goes. My putting's been all right this year, but I'm definitely open to something newer, better that maybe just gives me a little more confidence. This one will have a shot. All right. If you don't mind, go down below, hit the like button, hit subscribe, hit the bell so you get notified every time we post a video here on the channel. Of course, don't forget to follow me at Range Heroes on all of your social media platforms. And don't forget to go to truelinkswear.com and use the code DRH15 for 15% off your entire order and get some super cool golf gear or streetwear, whatever you like from them. They make really great stuff. I can't say enough about them. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time.